Hey, Skelepuppy. Welcome. Glad you can be here again. Hello, everyone. I'm the Nerdy Fool, and welcome back to Expedition 33. We are... I think this place is called Monaco Station or something like that. We're here to find a friend of Verso, to my memory. Who I want to say is a Gestrel, maybe. I think that's about all I remember about...
Monaco Station.
There we go, Monoko.
Is that a Grundis? I knew it! They're real too!
What's a Grandis? I assume we're supposed to go in the building, so I want to explore elsewhere first. If there's anywhere to explore. Looks like a weapon over there. But I don't know if I want to walk through the fire. Seems fine. And apologies if my voice is a little off today. I'm feeling a little bit congested. Hopefully it won't cause any problems, but just letting you guys know. What are you? There are several of you. Oh, you are a living one. Grandis guard. So you're a Grandis. Contrary to what some believe, guard duty is quite rewarding. I find it meditative and instructional. Hey, pseudonym, welcome. So we've got one of these Grandises that's doing guard duty, but the rest all seem dead. Another flag. Don't need to rest at it at the moment. Oh, come on. I was going to say, we can definitely get over here. Just got caught on a tiny bit of snow. I'm guessing we should be going straight forward, which is why I'm exploring these side edges. Nope, can't break those. Ah, invisible walls. Alright. So be it, game. You want me to continue forward? Then I shall.
If Minoko's not here, that means... slow as ever, mon vieux.
Your reflexes remain sharp as ever. I approve. Obscur, did Verso pull you into another adventure? New friends.
It's not a gestural.
He had a lot of time to kill, so I taught him.
Ladies, could I, interest you in a duel?
Definitely a gestural.
No point trying to talk until we've calmed Minoko down with a relaxing fight. Be careful though. Minoko's fighting style is a bit, peculiar.
He is a gestural? He looks quite different than all the other gestrals we've met.
It's locked on me.
Wow, this music. I like it.
A storm is coming.
Let's go with an elemental trick, see if we can figure out if you're weak to something. You are not.
Eyes don't lie. Look out. He can turn
Ready
into a
to strike.
Nevron.
Huh. You turn into a Nevron. We'll go with the perfect break, actually. Since you were marked, it seemed
So much potential.
like a reasonable choice. Let's light you on fire.
Feel the burn.
Might as well.
Here we go.
And since you are marked... Oh, I need AP. Alright. Guess I could just do basic attacks. Yeah, and you're now S rank, which we still have nothing we can do with an S rank. This is the first jazzy music you heard in the game? Absolutely. Welcome, Lady First. I'm liking it, though.
Careful now.
Alright, and you finally have some AP, so let's go with Sealed Fate.
Your fate is sealed. Dodge a skeleton. Okay, useful.
You have lightning. I don't have anything that uses your lightning stains, really. Besides Rebirth, but no one's dead. So, more fire.
Feel the burn.
You're outmatched.
And another perfect break.
Break.
There you go. Minoko down. And level ups. And we learned Inverted Affinity, which is good because I remember that one not being great. So we can switch it off now.
No distraction, son. I'm really busy beating up strangers.
Noko, what are you doing here?
Even with Eskia, you're still slow. Oh, where's the man with the weird arm? Yeah.
Noko, you said Nevron?
Oh yeah, Stellact is approaching. The Grandies are taking cover. Come on, come on.
Oh. A Stellact.
Minoko definitely doesn't look like a normal Nevron. Like, we've seen Nevrons of a bunch of different varieties. Big, small, etc. And none of them look like him. So that surprises me. Who did I have? You. I have Inverted Affinity on you, which we definitely don't want to keep. What is a good one? Well, I could learn this one as well, because it seems we haven't yet. Another one that I'm probably not going to want to actually use, because we don't use revive tints very much. But I like learning them all just in case. Are we injured? Do I care to rest? Right, we did level up. Might as well deal with that. You need your defense higher. You are still using the same sets you've been using. And same with you. And no, I don't think we need to rest yet. Oh. Okay, you're definitely different.
Friends of Verso, as honored guests, the first fight is yours. Defeat the Stalact with your fearsome talents.
Right.
He just actually sits down.
Serious?
Yes, he is. You little coward.
Perhaps I should have healed up first. It's probably fine though. Wow, you're like half dead already.
So, why aren't you using gradient attacks?
I don't need pointers from the one sitting on his lazy ass.
I did see the gradient charges bar.
Did you, you lazy old fart? Very well. I shall generously impart my wisdom.
Even now, we're learning new things. Like new tutorials. This many hours into the game. You can now use gradient attacks. We've been attacked with gradient attacks, but we can use them ourselves, I guess. Each action point used to cast a skill fills the gradient gauge. Once the gauge is full, you gain 1 gradient charge that you can use with any character to cast a gradient attack. Okay, and we have 1 charge automatically. Medium physical damage to all enemies, 1 hit and applies mark. That is your gradient attack. I think I would rather, for you, oh, you can't do perfect break? Because I could see he was ready for break, and perfect break is set up. We'll do radiant slash, it can also break. I guess he's not quite ready for a break, but maybe this will be enough. The break bar is pretty full. That was nowhere near enough. And what's your gradient attack? Tremor, high earth damage to all enemies, 1 hit. Removes all enemies' shields. Ooh, another option to remove shields. So we don't need Mael if we can remove shields in other ways. I kind of want to see what everyone's skills are, or what their gradient attack options are, before I decide who to use it on. It's weak to fire, not surprising. Ooh, switch stance to fire. That's interesting. Alright, and your gradient attack. High single target dark damage to random enemies, 10 hits, applies foretell per hit. Okay. Sure, we'll use yours, because I need to apply foretell anyway. And then you still get your turn? Alright then. Sealed fate.
Look out.
Cool.
You found worthy friends, Verso.
Jealous?
Also, I love Minoko's voice, just that deep, rumbly
What are you doing?
voice.
Just need the foot. Aha!
He transforms by collecting Neverun feet. Don't ask me how it works. I've never understood.
Now that we've had some good battles to warm the spirits, To what do we owe the pleasure of your company?
We're heading for old Lumiere.
Okay, bye.
Come on. Hey, look. I know we failed before, but look, you doofus. Don't you recognize her?
Of course I do.
Then you know what that means. This is our shot. It might be our only shot.
This is your only shot. Out of the question. I will never join you again.
There will be a lot of fighting, though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's true.
There will be a lot of fighting.
Exactly.
Count me in then.
Good.
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 Yes, good.
Noko's coming too.
Oh, you are?
Not a lot of merchants go to Old Lumiere. A ton of rare shiny treasures. The undisputed top merchant in the world.
As a responsible parent, this is a superb idea. Let us go to Old Lumiere.
And more statements about something about Mael makes her special. Grandis came out, that slack. She talked to them, they're nicer than Gestrels. If you want to go to Old Lumiere, you should take this exit and head north. Do you wish to play Minoko's tutorial? Absolutely. I think Minoko is going to be fun to have around. Yeah. I'm curious about his battle strategy, but just his love of combat.
What lovely fleet.
When he's just like, I will never join you again. They'll be fighting. Okay, I'm in. Minoko's skills move the bestial wheel pointer forward. Each mask on the wheel upgrades specific skills. The Almighty mask upgrades all skills. So that's the gold one. Upgraded skills are stronger or gain additional effects. Minoko's starting skills are Chalier Combo and Stalact Punches. Bestial Wheel is on Heavy Mask, therefore Stalact Punches is upgraded and deals additional damage. Use Stalact Punch to move the Bestial Wheel pointer 4 masks further. Wow, that is a strange battle system. Okay, so the other one wants Balanced Mask. Because we're on Heavy Mask, we'll do increased damage. 4 forward will put us on the blue masks, whatever they are. Deals medium ice. 4 hits. Oh, missed that. So yeah, now we're on blue. Minoko harvests Neveron legs if he is in the party when the Neverons are killed. Enemies with lootable legs have this icon next to their health bar. Sort of a red bar. Defeating them allow Minoko to learn this Neveron skill. So does he not learn skills the normal way that everyone else does by going to a flag and leveling up? I have to just defeat Neverons? Special Wheel is now on Caster Mask. Minoko doesn't have any caster skills yet, but defeating the Pellerin will unlock one. Well, I don't have the AP to do anything, so normal attack it is. Although it's... the Gradient skill was lit up, but no. So he gets Mighty Strike. High physical damage, 2 hits. Deals double damage if the target is stunned, and goes immediately to Almighty Masks, which powers up everything. Gotcha. In this case, we just gotta do a basic attack. You're healing your allies? Does that include? That includes yourself. Of course it does. We are still on the caster skill. Probably because we didn't use a skill. So 4 forward will put us onto red, which I think we... red is the combo we do have, but I'm not going to have anywhere near the AP I need. Ah, I didn't jump. Yeah. 7 AP is gonna be hard. So we'll just do this Slack Punch again. Obviously, we're gonna win this fight.
Sweet taste of battle.
Normal attack it is. And it was enough. Once he gets more skills, I think he's gonna be quite interesting. And if I can find a way to get him more AP easier. You just beat a Pellerin and looted his leg, which allows Monoko to learn the skill Pellerin Heal. So we've got another healing skill in the party. I find it meditative and instructional. I observe and I learn, and I learn and I reflect. At least I do now. Now that the other guard is gone, they were quite loud and distracting. So you mentioned that the others have come out of hiding. So they have. Beautiful weather today, albeit a tad warm for my liking. Too warm, really. Before the fracture, our ancestral home lay high above the heavens on mountains tipped with crystal clouds. You guys existed before the fracture. Because my understanding, or my guess, was that before the fracture, their world was our world, where things were just normal. But you're claiming that you did... These weird Grandis creatures existed before the fracture. Blossoms of snowflakes graced our every breath. The blizzards of yesteryear were a sight to behold, and quite invigorating to experience. You're not a lady. I could be a lady. Ah. Sorry? We Grandis are impervious to cold, and it is utterly dreadful for one such as me. Can you guess why? Why? Because there is no need for clothes. We run about naked as the day we were born. As a fashion designer, my talents languish from disuse. My life needs colors and textures. Oh, I have a brilliant idea. Let me dress you, you and your two marvelous friends. But, before I drape you with elegance, you must first best me in eloquence. What? In a battle. It is a battle that consists of 3 rounds. 3 rounds where one must display an excellence in poetry. I shall design new attire for the one able to best me in an eloquence battle. Shall we begin? Poetry's not my strong suit, but sure. Then let us commence. Are you ready? I shall start. Finish my sentence in a wonderfully poetic way. Life blooms like a rose, with petals soft and frail. We often fail to set sail, or even the strong ones pale, or winter winds will whisper the ending of the tale. See? I'm good with that. I'm just seeing the mention of roses and petals, which is very meaningful in this game with the gamage, and trying to decide which of these sort of connects to that the best. Winter winds will whisper the ending of the tale. Your words impress me. Let us continue. Life's a canvas painted with the colors of our strife. Full of unnecessary rife, but often it feels like a butter knife. Death's the artist's final stroke, completing every life. Poetic and magnificent. Let us continue. Life sings a song of joy and pain, its notes both sweet and bitter. In a language you cannot decipher, with a tune that drifts and stutters, its echoes fade to stillness, our secrets follow after. None of those, like, fully rhyme with the end, which is strange to me. I mean, obviously not all poems need to rhyme, but so far they have. Its echoes fade. I'm gonna go with C again. Its echoes fade to stillness, our secrets follow after. You have a way with words, young lady. You're good. I should have expected that. Hold for a moment. It is going to take some time to create my piece. There. I am proud of this one. Okay, we got a new outfit. Might as well check it out. Pure. Oh, that's your own white outfit. Sure. So can I have each of the female party members attempt this and get their own design? I shall design a new attire for the one able to best me in an eloquence battle. Shall we begin? Yes. Then let us commence. Are you ready? I shall start. Finish my sentence in a wonderfully poetic way. Life is but a fleeting dream, a whisper in the night. Where everyone just wants to take flight, while shadows fade to silence gone beyond our sight. Sometimes I feel like a boring fight. While shadows fade to silence gone beyond our sight. Your words impress me. Yeah, B. Yep. Let us continue. Through the veil of shadows, life's mysteries are spun. And often we find it's not much fun. Death untangles threads, revealing what's begun, till everything comes undone. Probably B again. I don't mind C either. Death untangles threads, revealing what's begun. Poetic and magnificent. Let's continue. Life dances on the edge of time, a flicker in the breeze. We trip and stumble on our knees. Sometimes it's just a tease. Eternity then cradles us, a promise to appease. You have a way with words, young lady. You're good, I should have expected that. Hold on for a moment. It's going to take some time to create my piece. There, I'm proud of this one. So you got your own pure outfit. We'll just have everyone in white. Are you ready? I shall start. Life's a river winding through the valleys of despair. The current that's never fair, it meets the sea's embrace where sorrow turns to air. Sometimes it's too much to bear. I mean, so far I've noticed there's usually one that's longer, has a comma in it. That's usually the correct one. Meets the sea's embrace where sorrow turns to air. B sounds like hope. Your words impress me. Let's continue. Life's a story written with the ink of dreams and fears. But it's lost our cheers, And Death, the final chapter where we shed our tears, where the plot is full of jeers. Yeah, again, I think the correct one is always the, like, multi-line, has a comma, answer, which makes it sort of easy to pick out. Death, the final chapter where we shed our tears. Poetic and magnificent. Let us continue. Life's a blazing comet racing through the sky. But it leaves us asking why its light will softly fade where weary skies lie, or as we wonder why it's so high. Its light will softly fade where weary skies lie. You have a way with words, young lady. Yeah. You're good, I should have expected that. Hold for a moment. Proud of this one. You three have incredible repartee. You each deserved your win. Thank you. It was nice to learn about your culture. I'm happy you enjoyed it. I personally enjoyed creating those outfits, so I hope you will wear them all the time. You've rekindled my passion for design. I shall become a full-fledged fashion designer. You can count on it. Yeah, it's basically the same as their default, just white, which I don't mind. I don't think Verso has a... He's got quite a few outfits. It says I haven't looked at Expedition, but he's wearing it, which makes me think that's not true. I mean, he's got that for his white. I'll just put you in Expedition. Let's check out Monoko. So you're only level 9. We probably need to go to a flag so we can level you up. So what would I want to do with you? Energizing attack. More damage while allies are alive seems fine. And energizing start to give you more AP. Why not? I'll figure out Lumina's at some future point. The Grandest lived peaceful lives long before the Paintress emerged. The three great Grandest tribes were renowned for the artistry of their discourse. We too once had grand arenas like the Gestrels, but within our arenas, eloquence landed the killing blows. I still remember the excitement of the oratory games. Every 4 years, the greatest minds came together to demonstrate their mastery over the spoken word. It's nice to see the women all looking cleaner. The debates were fierce and lengthy. I recall one bout that lasted 96 hours. Wow, a verbal sparring that lasts 96 hours? That sounds long. Do you still hold these games? Not as they once were, for the three great Grandest tribes no longer exist. We are all that remain. But the games were not simply a competition between us. They were a celebration and a chance to come together. And that spirit we continue to honor. These days, our debates are more humble in nature, but that allows for a more intimate competitive environment. We have faced many challenges since the fracture, but our traditions live on in one form or another. One more time, just like Monoko showed us. Almost, yeah, swing it more like this. Oh, my achy bones. Yes, you young folks have swayed my views. We must adopt the gestural way. Alas, though, my mind is in agreement, my body is recalcitrant. Forgive these old bones. Let me try once more. Would you kindly descend from there? No. Okay.
Nice.
I should Build a proper bridge one of these days. Some think to fight back, to strike directly against the Nevrons in open battle. Though we are strangers to the mindset of war and outmatched in strength and numbers. We have the will, but have we the way? Impressed with the amazing detail the devs put into the trains in the area. They look good. Anything is possible if you have the will to see it through. I don't know, but the only chance you have is if you stand together. You've outsmarted the Nevrons thus far without facing them directly. Anything is possible if you have the will to see it through. A lovely sentiment, but of little comfort to the many who have perished. I dare say their will was as strong as yours. Okay. I was wondering if there was something hiding behind that train, but doesn't seem to be. Yeah, just the crazy tracks, floating trains. I mean, this whole area, the whole game has just been full of crazy areas.
Expedition 65, Aurelian. The Grandists have embraced us with such warmth and hope. What a balm for the soul to know that other beings survived. That we in Lumiere are not alone. It truly is a miracle. The Grandists retreated to higher ground after Nevrons overran their lands. It is bittersweet, but at least the most important parts of their civilization will survive. Their children. Fortunately for them, they do not appear affected by the Gommage the way we are. It is painful knowing our expedition has failed. But at least we can enjoy our final days among friends.
Many challenges lie ahead for both your kind and ours. Please take this. A recoat? I will gladly take that. I haven't used one yet because I know they're rare, but we've got enough of them that I probably could use them if I found the need. I can't remember a time when we weren't hiding from the Nevrons. Feels like only yesterday to me. The pathway leads to the treacherous region of the mountains. If your destination is Old Lumiere, you should leave via the other exit. So, this is a different path than the one that goes to Old Lumiere. And where does this go? One way to find out, I suppose. I was like, what am I looking at? Okay, just a weird camera angle. So let's look at the map. Right, so we entered Monoko Station here and popped out there. There is stuff around that we can explore. They said I should go out a different way to get to Old Lumiere. It seems like this is the right direction. Greetings, expeditioners. Are you in search of your former home, Old Lumiere? Yes. If so, I fear you are on the wrong path. Retrace your steps and take the alternate exit from the station. Okay. We'll do that in a bit. There are collectibles here. Where do you go? Somewhere else. I don't know where you go. We'll probably head up that bridge as well to see where it's leading. But I saw something purple back here. There you are. More color of Lumina. Oh, I should probably have Mael in the party for fighting one of these. This may have been a mistake. We'll do a Radiant Slash. Yeah, we need to kill her. I don't think I think she's weak to dark. You are probably weak to fire. Also, I just noticed you've got an obvious weak spot in your face. Trying to aim directly at it is challenging. I am not being successful.
Careful now.
Alright, you've got 4 AP. How much do your skills cost? Specifically your marking card. Probably Bad Omen actually. Costs 3. So I can use 1 to try and hit your face. Still not enough. Then we go down to Bad Omen, which will hit all of them.
I see you. Not today. Tiny.
Nope. Terrible timing.
Eyes up, person. Eyes up, person.
Ready to strike.
Yeah, but you've now got your shield. Anyone have a high number of attacks? You've got 2 5-hit attacks. You have no stains.
Feel the burn.
I suppose I should have focused on the other one, since she's weak to you. You're gonna kill her. Yeah.
Brace yourselves. A storm is coming.
Just use immolation on you.
Time to strike. Your fate is sealed.
The twin purple swords look incredible. Yeah. It's a good look for Verso. I do miss the weapon he had that gave him an automatic C. Or he started all fights with a C rank. Let's see, also level 9. +1 perfection on critical hits. Self-heal 2%. Yeah, we don't really do base attacks that much. And that's what that one's all focused on. And this one hits harder. How about you? We don't really have great ways of putting powerless on enemies, but I think that's even more damage. And it's a weaker, like it's a lower level. I guess it's because it's defense and luck. Wait, it's defense and luck? And it's that powerful? Even though you don't have much defense or luck, those are your lowest two stats? How powerful does this weapon become if you actually are using those? That is crazy. I mean, I might as well give him the weapon that does way more damage. Where are we on the map? Oh, I turned around at some point, apparently. So let's get on SK so we can move quicker. Yeah, there's something over here.
Useful.
Breaking a target doubles its burn amount. Okay. If we did more burn, that would have a place. Let's see. Base attack having one extra hit is cool, but again, we don't base attack much. I'll switch out Sweet Kill, though. We don't take much damage either. Then what are you? The carousel. I'm intrigued. There's a random thing on the map, so I wanted to check it out. Ooh, we can now level up Monoko. That should make your weapon do even more damage, which is crazy. Then yeah, you've got 78 points to spend. Put like 20 into your main stats for your current weapon, and then divvy up the rest for your non-weapon stats. Alright, I think I was waiting to get 6 points for you, 10 points for you, 10 points for you as well. You, I probably was actually just waiting for the 6 points to get here. Deals high single target fire damage, 1 hit. Deals increased for each hit received since the previous turn. Or damage increase for each hit received. We don't want you taking a lot of hits. But I think I'm trying to get down to here. Alright, so... yeah, it's a high single target fire attack. AP 5 though. and it puts you into a defensive stance. Which means it kind of replaces Spark, but it is harder to do because it takes more AP. Oh, but it also doesn't light enemies on fire. So maybe it isn't really a replacement there. I'll replace that one. If we happen to have taken a bunch of hits, it's a good option to switch into. Now you. Okay. So yeah, like I thought, you don't level up like the others, where you've got a certain amount of points to spend. I have noticed that they all have a bunch of lock skills as well, that I don't know how to unlock. I guess not a bunch. They have, like, on the side, some skills over here for each of them. She also has additional locked things elsewhere, along with the 3 on the side. And then you have you. All of yours are locked, with also the 3 on the side. Oh, these are... That's your... What do they call it? Gradient attack. Okay. So that's their gradient attack. We don't know what these are, if they're additional gradient attack options or something else that gets unlocked later on. Cool. Anyway, what's going on at the carousel? Oh, it's nice to see expeditioners once more. You've met other expeditioners? Several years prior. What happened to them? I am afraid I am unaware of their fate. We had a pleasant enough conversation, though they were in quite a rush and sadly could not spare the time to assist me. Assist with what? Our beloved carousel has frozen over, but the ice is too thick for me to break. Perhaps you could help. We'll see what we can do. So we can go onto the carousel. I don't see any options to interact with anything. Oh. Okay. You guys really can't do that on your own? You need expeditioners? Is there still nothing going on here? How about that? Marvelous, you've freed the carousel. Oh, I'm forever in your debt. This will bring great cheer to the others. I have such lovely memories of Grandis and human children playing together here. Human children? Yes, before the fracture. What was that like? Well, there were no Nevrons, and thus no need for violence. Our battles relied upon the sharpness of our wit, not our sword. My friend Eloise, we'd ride the carousel and make up stories together. Tales of grand daring do. She had such a lovely way with words. But after the fracture, I never saw her again. She was kind and eager to help others, just like you. She took great pride in her hair. Sadly, I can no longer remember the details of her face, but I'll never forget her hair. I could show you if you like. I do enjoy new hairstyles. There, it looks lovely on you. It's not my favorite. I do miss her dearly. It makes me happy to see a part of her lives on. Farewell, expeditioners. May fortune smile upon you. Let's change your hair back. Can't really see the braid. That's the new one. I don't know. Maya looks good with a ponytail of some sort.
What have we here?
I guess it's time to leave this area. I don't think there's anything else hiding around. There was one other area here, like in this region of the map, that we could also check out before we go back and start heading towards the mountain peak that we're supposed to go to, or towards Lumiere. Old Lumiere? Thanks for changing it back, yeah. I mean, different people have different opinions on style. But it wasn't my preferred style, and I didn't change it back. She still has a different hairstyle than the default. But I think it's a better choice. So what's over here? Danger. Ah. I've been in areas that absolutely destroyed me, and I don't recall them saying danger, so if the game is actually going to warn me that going into an area will get me killed, I'm willing to take that seriously. So let's go back to where we came from. You guys are back? Let's put Maella back in the party. Ooh, Minoko's only level 26. Maybe we should throw you in the party as well. So let's drop Lune and add Minoko, so that we're working on our lowest leveled people. Anything that attacks multiple people. I was thinking Rain of Firewood. Okay, you've switched stances. Oh, super miss. Bad Omen applied to all.
I see the one.
Oh, failed the second parry.
Today,
Your turn to dance.
Break the rules.
Take down the shields.
A bit of violence, yes.
Much better.
well,
And then you can do Sealed Fate to finish this off.
your fate is sealed.
You got a new foot with a new skill. You've got a second new foot. Alright, back to the train station, and we need to find the other door. Oh, the bridge I created when I first got there. That's true. I completely forgot about that. I was gonna see where it went. And then I forgot about it. We can do a short detour and see what's going on with that. It was off to the right. Over here. So where do you go? It's probably a shortcut to get back to a previous area. Man, that like purple dragon in the sky back there. I've seen it a few times now. And every time I'm just like, what are you? Also, there's something glowing blue back here. Is that a collectible, or is that just a monster? Or nothing? It's a dead monster. That's not the button I'm searching for, that's the one I want. Yeah, so that just brings us back into this starting area that we went in before to get to the station. Let's light someone on fire. No, you need all your AP if we're gonna do this.
Flames. Rain.
Sweet taste of battle.
So what are your new skills? Reminiscor Bonk. Low dark damage. If we're in agile. And then medium dark damage to all enemies, 3 hits. Sacrifices 90% of health to increase the damage. And if it's heavy mass, we do even more increased damage. Which means in theory we could do Occultist's Blood into the Parallel Heal the following turn if we survive it. Assuming I've got the AP for it, which I wouldn't. Let's have you take a shot here. And we'll just do the bonk. Ooh, that got him into Almighty. Or whatever that one was called.
I see you.
Good counter.
Please survive.
Good counter. Revive 10 energy finished, so I can trade that out. And Minoko is learning even more skills. So I'm going to need to eventually start deciding which ones I want to actually have on our hotbar. Okay, so Revive 10's kind of garbage. I don't think Healing Parry was the one I was intending to get rid of. Where was that one hiding? It was the Revive Tint that I wanted to get rid of. There you go. Yeah, it just looks like on the map that there's more in this... That's still not the map. There's more in this direction. But it doesn't seem like we know how to actually go through those trees. But I was wondering if that's somewhere we could go based on looking at the map. But no, I think we need to go back into Monoko Station and then figure out where we're actually supposed to go. Well, let's look at Minoko's new skills, also level ups. There's your 10 points. Nice. Deals high dark damage to all enemies, 3 hits. That's going to be real good. Let's replace Phantom Blade with... Is Darkwave the new one? Yeah. Because now I can mark people... Follow that up with that new attack, which... Oh, right. I went here specifically for Minoko. That was just a minor distraction. Learn skills. Alright. You gained new skills. You've got the bonk, which is fine. It moves the turn or the mask order forward quite a bit for minimal AP, which I like. Gives you a second turn. That's interesting. Yeah, so I can't have all of these. Medium single target, physical, 4 hits, and can break. You've already got another 2 heavy masks. I'm probably not actually going to use Cultist Blood. So let's replace that one. Because something that does 90% of our damage, sacrifice 90% health, seems risky. Hello there. I remember sculpting this statue. I must say, looking back now, why did we all sculpt the same thing? You do not remember? There was a time when the tribes sought to compete in a different manner than through eloquence battles. So we did this. As some of us forget the history of our people, I thought it prudent to begin recording what I can. It's great to hear. Do you write then? No. I record everything in my mind. If someone forgets our history, I will simply tell them. And what if you aren't around? What if you forget? Let me think on that. Yeah, what if you forget or die? Yeah, that was the path we didn't have available before. It was blocked off. I can clear the snow, I can clear the rubble, but this is too much. Must we truly dispose of this thing? It does not obstruct the way, it is simply there. Shall we leave it here then? Yes. So this has got to be the path that actually leads back to Old Lumiere. It was a pleasant meeting the merchant, but things could have become perilous. We did well to return. There is too much we do not know about the crater. The Neverons there are fierce. The crater. Okay, so we came out here now. A new area. There's a thing here, but Old Lumiere is where we're supposed to go, and that's probably the crater. There's also a thing up here. And another Gestural Beach. Not that I overly care, since we saw the last one. But I could still check it out. Any hiding loot? Those are giant glowing swords. Okay, I can't interact with them at all, it seems. Oh, we've got another fight here. Rain of fire on you.
Time to bleed.
Alright, so you are in balance stance. And the only balance we have is that 7 AP attack. We can do a dark attack, which I think does more damage on you. Oh, right, you're flying. You've got an AP I can waste. Let's try shooting one of these. Then Bad Omen. Not thrilled by the fact that you guys have shields now. Too soon. Alright. Would break the rules, but I don't think they have shields anymore. Flying one is a problem, but every time we damage you, you shield up the others, which is not good.
Flames. On me. Parry it.
A bit of violence, yes.
You're not almighty, so any skill is powered up. I guess let's use this one. Wow. We just need to shoot you. There you go. Level up for my L. Gain the Reaper Cultist's Foot. And upgraded Longer Shell, which I don't particularly care about. Can't imagine the size of the Nevrons that were wielding those glowing swords. Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me though if the game eventually shows us Nevrons like that. We've definitely seen some large Nevrons. Let's see. So that is the path that goes to Old Lumiere. Let's check out other places first before we just go directly there.
Nice.
It's apparently some sort of like castle looking thing on the map back here. Esoteric ruins. It is a full area. We've had some areas that are just tiny little areas where we can't even rotate the map. This seems to be bigger. That... Okay, looks like we can climb back up. I was gonna say, are we just dropping down into a battle arena we can't get out of? What are you? My being a core, with the form of a damned soul. In this state, I am nothing but condemned. Condemned? Yes, condemned, to wander aimlessly as I have been separated from my companions. But I fear they were the ones who cut me off. I am vulnerable in this state. Will you be the one to deal the final blow? Are you a spirit? A spirit? This concept is unfamiliar to me. Could you enlighten me? Spirit could be defined as wandering soul of a dead person, a made-up ghastly creature to scare kids, or something you find very scary. The wandering soul of a dead person. Someone that is dead. Did I die? Since my duty is unknown to me. Pardon me, I may not know the answer to your question, as I do not know the nature of my state. Were you killed by Nevrons? Nevrons? Another concept that eludes me.
It's weird that they don't know about Nevrons.
It's possible they died before or during the fracture. Or perhaps they called Nevrons something else.
Alright. So we can climb there. Dimension, are you the ones that are going to give the final blow or the killing blow or something? That is a lot of glowing swords. Whoa. Nearly fell off there. Well, we do need to shoot you. So I'll just do that while I'm here. There's going to be 2 more around. Can I see any of them? There's one down there. On just over. It's so finicky. Excellent. Then there's one more somewhere. What are you? Is that
We'll have
the
to
last
go through
one?
The maze.
We'll have to go through the maze. That doesn't feel super friendly. Oh, is that our target? There you go. And before we go through the maze, what are you? Just some chroma. Interesting. So we've got this that we can't really target. And whenever I shoot it, it shoots out beams towards all 3 of the other paths. I was hoping there'd be some indication of, if it's a maze, some indication of what the right path would be. They all seem basically the same to me. Not seeing anything obvious. Maybe I can't go through the maze. I don't know. I'm missing something, clearly. So I can't attack those, and I also can't get through. And there doesn't seem to be any way for me to interact with this. But there's clearly more to this area because I'm not able to get into a position where I can use that. So that probably somewhere I get dropped out where that does it. Looks like there actually, probably. That there's some way to, or up there, somewhere over here. I don't know. Seems there's no way for me to actually get any farther in this area at the moment. Okay. Then I guess I will leave. Oh, maybe there's something here. Okay, what is this? More
What have
treasure.
we here?
Alright, then never mind. This is still not anything. Yeah, I think I can't progress with whatever is going on in this region. Yeah, this is clearly a spot that we can get back to from somewhere else. But wherever that somewhere else is, we don't know how to get to first. Okay, that was a far fall. I must ask, who are you? Are you perhaps explorers of some sort? Is this why you sought out this place? It's a complicated story. Please listen. I yearn for something. For what? I do not know. Beyond the cliff, something is resonating. In the hopes of remembering the path I must walk, I feel the answer is near. Beyond the cliff, something is resonating. Maybe we needed to talk to you farther? Oh, that's the way out, right. Well, I'm willing to give it another shot. Now that we have talked to you farther and you've asked us to go farther, maybe something will have changed. Yeah, all those swords, though. We can't just run off that edge? Okay. There you go.
We'll have to go through the maze.
Have to go through the maze. But I can't. Oh, now this door is open. Okay. Okay, that resealed that door. It hasn't unsealed this door. But that's now sealed. Interesting. And then that reopened this door. And this door. Okay.
This place is giving me a headache.
Me too. Where's the fighting?
Where's the fighting? No? I wonder if shooting through rooms into a new room would change things. Doesn't seem to. That sealed that door. Okay. We're getting deeper in. There is a hookshot spot. But I don't seem to be able to get to a spot to use it from yet. That change anything over here? No. So you just unseal this door. So that one seems to have sealed this door. See if I'm right about that. Yeah. Okay, so they're not only sealing the ones directly next to them. That's confusing. No, because then no, I can go back here. Not sure if I want to go back here. We can't... Seems like shooting through the doors doesn't do anything. Gotta actually go in here. Nope, that locks me in, so it can't be that one. Hell, I think that door is still sealed. That's locked me fully in, so that can't be right. Oh. That's gotten me somewhere. Nice.
The door closed again.
Hey, but progress.
Spooky.
Good stuff.
Yeah, aimlessly wandering around a bunch there, but made progress, got somewhere. There was something else purple and glowing. There we go.
Interesting. An advantage.
Several pieces of wood that do not fit together. They have shiny bindings. Wooden boards. Not sure what I would need those for. Now we can jump along all these that we saw earlier. Well, I'm assuming we grabbed everything. Now we're heading back, so maybe the wooden boards is what the spirit needed? It rings. Something beckons to me. So you have it. It was this material. Will this work? Come closer, please. Are you talking about these wood boards? Do you not see? I'm exposed. I have not the means to protect this frail core, so please, give these to me. Sure. This is good. My duty renewed. I'm coming back to life. Protecting healed. Healing an ally also applies shell for 1 turn. Nobody can touch me now. You're welcome. I thank you. My form is now complete, and my duty restored along with it. So you are Neveron. As I said, I am not familiar with this term. For what reason do you call me a Nevron? You kill humans trapping their chroma. I see. I am now defined by my duty. Fortunately, I don't think I am what you call a spirit anymore. Being defined as Nevron feels right. Well, goodbye. Let our path never cross again. So now you know what a Nevron is. But you're not attacking me, and so you get to live? So that's the esoteric ruins. We could go down to the Gestural Beach. Sure, why not? I guess we could fight you. Or not. There you go. I don't know if we've seen the one on the left. Have I fought one of you? So you're imbalanced. We again don't have any good balance attacks.
My, what lovely feet.
So you're now on heavy. Bad Omen, which costs only 3. Let's have you hit your weak spot first. Excellent. Then Bad Omen.
It likes you.
Wasn't ready for the gradient. Taking some heavy damage on CL. None of you are shielded. Perfect. You're in offense. Spark does more if you're in offense. Revenge, you took a hit? Oh, you're resistant to fire because you're weak to ice. I guess that makes sense. So now we're in Caster Mask. Have you do a basic attack. It's fine. Now I want to use Dark Wave, but you don't have anywhere near the AP you need. Same with Sealed Fate. Okay. Okay, everyone's shielded, unfortunately.
Take down their shields.
Time to bleed.
You could do a good heal. Mael has the least health. CL might be slightly more damaged, maybe? Like percentage-wise? Oh, you healed everyone. Regen is buff that heals the character 10% of the max HP at the beginning of their turn. Could have you do a gradient attack.
Ready.
Good. Flames. On me.
Perfect. Level up Minoko, and he probably gained a few more feet. This foot allows Minoko to use a new skill, the Ceramic Chevalier's, Hexagus Foot, and Portier's Foot. Where was I even heading? Right, we're wanting to head south. Check out the beach.
Let us get wet.
It's not really a beach, but sure. It's an island in the middle of the water. Okay, so this is also going to be a bit of a parkour thing. Welcome to the most fiendish challenge of all. What's this place? We call it the Gestral Ascension. Golgra used to suck at climbing, so we built this to hone her. So she built this to hone her skills. I didn't realize Golgra was female. Only a few Gestrals managed to reach the top, but those who did are so proud that they decided to live there and never come back. If you reach the top, they will most likely welcome you as a hero and offer you the ultimate Gestral reward. Well, so far it's going better than last time. There you go. Nope. Okay. That was close. Careful. How close are we getting? Not close at all. Got it. No. Alright, I've lost my interest. I have no idea how close I was to the top. I'll give it one more shot. But it's really hard where I don't control when she grabs onto things. Alright. Yeah, I don't really care about the gestural beaches, and from what I understand, the reward is just a swimsuit outfit for various characters, so... Nope. So let's go to Old Lumiere. Although I could, and possibly should also go to camp before we go there. Because we did get a new character, and it'd be cool to interact with them at camp. Alright, we want to go around here and then head up this way. So let's take a brief stop at camp first.
Minoko seems fun.
Agreed.
Oh, yeah.
Bet you guys got up to lots of trouble together.
That obvious, huh?
You guys getting us into more trouble now?
Yes.
An appropriate amount of trouble.
I've spent some time with gesturals. I'm not sure we had the same definition of appropriate.
Ah, let me guess. You've been to one of their arenas?
Reigning champion. Naturally.
Naturally.
Feet? Really?
Don't worry. He's not interested in human feet.
And the bell?
A gift from the Grandis.
Amazing. I wonder if we can achieve something similar.
I'll stick to my swords. I'm not too keen on turning into a Nevron.
It's very strange.
If we combine this with Pictos, could we selectively use Nevron abilities in battle?
Okay, you seem busy. I'll come back later.
Always a scholar. You want to spend time with Luna? Sure. Ursa approaches Lune. He can see that she wants to ask him more questions.
I've been wondering, why stay on the continent alone? Why not return to Lumiere?
I did. I went back. Helped with the rebuild. After the fracture, we didn't have anything. Food, shelter. None of it.
Things must have been chaotic then.
Nothing like the end of the world to bring out the best and worst in us. I almost miss those times. You know the dome shield? My father and I helped build that.
Oh.
Oh. Why'd you leave then?
Those early expeditions, they were search and rescue. We didn't know about the Paintress then. We just wanted to find our loved ones.
Okay. So that's what Expedition 0 was then, I suppose. It wasn't an expedition to try and take out the Paintress, which is what everyone assumes. It was just sending out an expedition to find any survivors.
Like my mother.
I see. But this time, you didn't go back.
People didn't trust me. Guess I'm hard to trust.
Perhaps.
Guess they thought I knew more than I did. Halfway to the monolith, I was betrayed. Barely escaped.
Betrayed by who?
Kind of killed my interest in returning home.
Oh, probably whatever expedition he had joined up with at the time. Because he's joined up with a few expeditioners in the past.
What about you? Do you miss home?
I spent my whole life studying the Paintress and the monolith. This is where I need to be.
What a long-winded way to avoid answering the question.
Yes, there are things I miss.
You paint such a vibrant picture.
If you must know what I really miss of viennoiserie.
Oh, good answer. I miss those too.
I don't know what viennoiserie is.
What?
I enjoyed this conversation.
High praise.
Luna feels more relaxed in Verso's presence. She appreciates that Verso has shared actual useful information. Relationship increased. To 2. Luna becomes lost in thought, reflecting on the information that Verso has shared. Verso feels ignored and goes back to the others.
The Grandis is so gentle. Who's going to protect them while Monoko's gone?
It's a good question.
They can take care of themselves.
Really?
They've got their bells. Don't worry.
What do the bells do?
Ringing the bells makes the Nevrons flee.
That sounds convenient.
Although, it only works on Nevrons with ears, so not every Nevron.
Well, now I'm worried.
Yeah. Actually, me too.
Do you want to spend time with Mael? Yes. Verso joins Mael, who is throwing rocks by the lake.
Throwing rocks again.
Mm-hmm. You should try.
Eskia would be horrified that we're throwing stones into the lake.
Or he'd be super happy because we're sending them soaring on fun little adventures.
Oh, so they're like little rock expeditioners.
Exactly.
Would that make you the Paintress then? Would that make you Lumiere then? Would that make you Lumiere then?
Would that make you Lumiere then?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm launching them on their journey and watching them from afar. Stone after stone after stone. Knowing they'll never come back.
Yeah. Knowing you'll never stop. Poetic, but kind of depressing for a 16-year-old. She's had a hard life. Viennoiseries are yeast-leavened dough product that are crossed between bread and pastries based on Google. Okay. Well, thank you. Knowing you'll never stop.
And knowing you'll never stop.
You get it.
Yeah. I enjoy depressing poetry too.
That doesn't surprise me.
I do like the white. Like the white and gold outfit.
Is that what you're writing in your notebook all the time? Depressing poetry.
It's not all depressing.
But it is all poetry?
Why, what do you write about? You don't seem like a sunshine and rainbows type.
Mostly poetic insults to use on Monoko. I'm currently comparing him to the backside of an owl. Actually, writing is cathartic for me. It helps. Getting the thoughts out of my head and onto the paper. Giving shape to my feelings.
Can I see?
Do I get to read yours?
Do I get to read yours?
Mine's kind of personal.
Sounds like his is too.
Well, so is mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I bet you secretly want people to read it.
Okay, fine. I'll let you read mine, if I get to read yours.
Okay, deal.
I'm surprised by
Be
that.
kind, though.
Yeah, I can't promise that.
Mel and Verso feel closer to each other. Also, level increased to 2. Mel and Verso spend some time together. Mel proves to be extremely critical of Verso's writing. They go back to the others after Mael is done teasing Verso.
Is Golgra still mad at me?
What do you think?
Well, Golgra helped Noko start his merchant shop.
Yeah, but defying Golgra wasn't Noko's idea, was it?
Noko would have done the same for me.
Noko would have got Golgra on his side first.
Bah! It's been 10 years. Golgra needs to get over it.
You want to spend time with Monoko? Yes, I do. You don't like Mael's new haircut? Yeah, I'll probably change it
I
back.
see you got stronger.
Well, I didn't spend the last few years hiding in the mountains.
The mountain where a Pelerin cut you in half and you cried for my help.
Yeah, the mountain where a Stalag stomped you, and I had to evacuate you.
You want to fight?
Well, unlike Gestrels, I need sleep, so I'll pass.
Coward.
Have you seen how weak you are now? I'd beat you blindfolded. Or I'll admit I'm afraid of you. I'd beat you blindfolded.
You've seen how weak you are now. I'd beat you blindfolded.
In the mountains, I have learned inner peace. These petty provocations do not work on me anymore.
Are you sure? Because when you originally met up, you said there was no way you were going with him again. And then you just said there'd be fighting and you were like, I'm in. Seems like you are willing to do just about anything if it involves a fight.
I've missed our little excursions. Yeah, you do too, I know.
Remember our first battle against the duelist?
Sure do. We got our asses kicked pretty hard.
And this one time we tried to swim to the Red Tree Island and you got eaten by that snake?
Oh yeah, it turns out living inside a snake's belly is possible when you're mortal. Carving my way out was a nightmare though.
Or the time you got stuck under a building for a year. Or the time when you challenged Eskia to a duel.
Remember that time you got stuck under a building for a year?
And you thought I went back to the village, so you abandoned me. Good times. Oh, and remember when...
Monoko and Verso fall back into the familiar pattern of their camaraderie. A 1.
Good times indeed.
They spend a bit more time bragging before going back to the others. Yeah, we can change Miles' haircut back. She does look better, I think, with just her normal haircut. That just fits her. Alright, Noko, how are you?
What present?
When I left in your hut, took a special detour through ancient sanctuary just for you.
Oh, I got your note about... But I didn't see a present. What was it?
Just have to wait and find out, but it's super cool.
Silly Batat. Thanks.
You want to spend time with Noko? Sure.
How's my favorite Patat?
That's my favorite, not a patat. I'm still your favorite, am I?
Oh, I'm still your favorite, am I? Because you've taken a real shine to my L.
Jealous? You're the one who asked me to make friends.
Fair enough. So tell me, Patat to not a Patat. Why are you tagging along? Really?
What do you mean? If I'm going to be the greatest merchant of all time, then I need to find some treasure.
I don't believe you. Don't tell Monoko I said this, but you were and still are the greatest searcher of all time. And you know there are more lost Gestrels out there. Why be a merchant? Why go to Old Lumiere? Meh?
Lots of other searchers now. Just because I'm the greatest of all time doesn't mean I want to do it forever.
No?
You know this, forever the same sucks. True.
True. All right, all right.
Besides, I need to keep Monoko out of trouble.
Minoko's all grown up now, and it's your turn to be the patat. So eloquent.
No relationship increased. Is there any sort of upgrade we can do with you? No, we haven't gained the tint stuff. I could give more Lumina points to Monoko, even though I haven't spent any of them. What about weapon upgrades? Let's upgrade Cerulean. That one. To level 9. Because it now does crazy damage. We don't yet have the materials we need to get anything above level 9. I assume at some point that'll happen. Yeah. Monoko gained a level. Check up on the others. Mael stares at the stars. Ciel appears next to Mael. They spend a moment in silence, both staring at the sky.
Can you teach me to fight better?
You're pretty good at fighting.
Better?
That white-haired bastard hit us before we even knew he was there. I want to return the favor. And you're the best fighter I know.
High praise.
You know they'll be back. I want to get them before they can get us.
Emotions are powerful. You have to make sure they work with you, not against you.
I know.
Okay. First lesson. Sounds obvious, but you need to see. Really see. Your eyes will tell you the truth, but your brain can lie.
What do you mean?
Emotion can mess with your perceptions. Make you miss important details on the field.
True.
Fixate on the wrong thing, or see what you want to see.
Okay.
You need to see things as they are, not how you think they are. See your target, so you can understand your target. How they move, how they think, how they react. So you can anticipate and adjust. On the field, it's just you, your weapon, and your enemy. And you need to understand all three. Everyone has blind spots, so every day you ask yourself, what's yours? What's theirs? Do you know?
Thought this would be more of a technique lesson.
Mael and Ciel spend more time together. Let's check up on the others again.
You see, there was a stalact and I smashed it, utterly destroyed it. I did it in 2 attacks, plenty of damage. There was nothing left. Then there was a giant Pellerin that attacked. It was tough, but I defeated it, no problem.
Pellerins are weak. I could have done that blindfolded.
This expedition is gloomy.
Yeah. They lost a lot of friends, and they just buried another. Grieving takes time.
How about a little verso magic to lighten the mood?
You mean the one that hurts like hell?
Yes, I mean the one that hurts like hell.
All right, I'll do it. Hi.
Not now, please. I'm working.
Hi.
Oh, Verso, there you are. How did...
Oh! What? Oh my... wow!
What is that?
Hi. I'm a pair of legs that can talk.
Verso?
We're both Verso.
You are so ridiculous.
Wait, how can your legs talk?
Ah, yes, I'm quite proud of that. Took a lot of training.
Does it? Does it hurt?
No, it doesn't.
Did you cut yourself in half? Did Monoko cut you in half?
Do you heal from the top or the bottom? Or do you have to bring the halves together? Hey, can you control the process?
So, if you're cut in half, does that mean you can be in two places at once? Can you go scouting with Monoko with your lower body, while your upper body stays here and talks to us?
Well, yeah, you see, I can go hunt Nevrons with my top half, while my bottom remains here cooking meals. Back in the days, that's what we used to do.
Can I... Are you...
Yeah, my hair is...
All that pain just to put a smile on their faces. Verso, aren't you getting too attached?
That's so weird. I agree. But, you know, if you're immortal, I suppose that's a way you can bring happiness to others if they enjoy seeing you cut in half. Let's write in the journal of Gustav's apprentices. I'll find a spot where she can write. She spent some time writing in Gustav's journal to honor his memory. She writes about their encounter with Monoko, and how exciting it is to travel with the Gestrel. She hopes Gustav's apprentice will read this journal someday. Mael heads back. Let's go to sleep. Old Lumiere. So we're here looking for the Paintress's heart, I think.
Welcome, my friends, to Old Lumiere.
Is anyone still here?
just Nevrons.
So this is where our piece of Lumiere used to be. Before the fracture ripped apart the world and threw us into the sea.
We're lucky it did. That's probably the only reason we survived.
The heart of the Paintress is in the center. Let's go.
Nothing new to see there, but I'll click on the flag anyway. Hello, merchant. This place is an absolute wreck, but it's also pretty wicked. Let's fight the merchant. Lowest level is Monoko, so I should probably use you. Hopefully you can handle it on your own. I'm noticing that. Is that just because it's in the area around us? Not used to seeing those in battle. So we're unbalanced. I don't have the AP as always. Now we're on heavy. Medium 4 hits. Medium ice 4 hits. High break damage or can break. We need more break damage.
Oh, really?
now in caster. Break. Too early. Good counter. Oh. Wasn't expecting the follow-up. AP and we're on agile. Feel 20% of your break bar seems good.
Foolish move.
Break you, but I think you're dead anyway. Yeah. Excellent. That fight was brilliant. I like you. Okay, so we've got a new weapon, a level 10 weapon. Frame shots can consume 1 foretell to deal 100% more damage, and base attacks apply 3 foretell. We're gonna buy it. So that'll be for CL, obviously. When applying powerful, its duration is increased by 2. Recover 25% health on a counterattack. Sounds pretty good. Ooh, revive Tent Shard. We definitely want that. Don't think we need any of these other items. Stay on your toes. So if we give that weapon to CL, yeah, it's way better damage. Vitality and luck, which are both ones that you've been increasing. We lose the apply 10 foretell. Which is super good. I don't actually want to get rid of that. Let's see, who has things that don't really matter? Your braking or your fueling brake isn't important. What about you? Breaking shots, first strike, breaking counter. We'll go with breaking shots and replace that with protecting heal, even though you don't heal. Then also we have longer powerful that I want. Okay. Just seeing where I can go. Yeah, these swords are just crazy. And I'm curious what the Paintress's heart even looks like. I guess it's not going to be something that's just obviously a heart. It's probably more going on.
We'll need a way forward.
The heart is in the center of the city. All right? Show off a bit, Minoko.
Just admit you can't do it yourself.
Minoko! Why the hell did you...
Sorry, I fucked up. I just wanted to show off.
We just have to regroup. The others should be fine. Verso said the heart is in the center of Old Lumiere, right?
Right. Okay, Minoko. Stop crying. We have to move.
Yes,
So
sorry.
we split the party? Yeah, we've split the party. Interesting. Before I continue forward, let's see what we can find behind us. 'Cause I don't trust that we're not skipping anything. Okay, nope, it's just blocked off. I see purple over there that I want. We'll probably get to it from a different angle.
Friends, I beg your forgiveness for landing us in this quagmire.
It's okay, Minoko. Let's move on, shall we?
Ooh, hello there. What are you? Fix the party? What do you mean?
Let the ink flow. Elements, converge!
Last time they didn't default add the right people. Yeah.
Try me.
Nope. Wasn't expecting the gradient.
too.
Your fate is sealed.
Feel like the piano background music? Yeah. The music in this game has been great. Ooh, Bathlem leveled up. Whatever Bathlem is. I don't think that's a weapon any of our current characters are using. No. It was a sword of some sort. Oh yeah, it's for Mael. So, Mael's weapon just leveled up. Excellent. We've got a path over here. Because we came through here? We did not come through here. Did we come from this way already? Maybe so. Yeah. So we can go there or through here. Ciela's so sweet. She's always the one offering comfort to those who need it. All the characters are great. They've done a really good job. They all have their place in the party.
I see you.
A storm is coming.
So you guys are weak to dark and lightning.
I'm waiting. I feel better.
I was expecting the same attack pattern. It didn't happen.
I'm waiting. Good.
And then I started expecting the gradient attack, and that didn't happen. Can't quite do the dark wave. I keep wanting to try it, but... Nope. Well, you can do a heal. Level 30. Nice. New weapon from Minoko. Parries increase the bestial wheel by 1. Taking damage resets it. Upgraded skills deal 30% more damage. Upgraded skills. Is that skills that have the corresponding mask? Also, this is like double the damage.
How exactly did our piece of Lumiere end up on an island when the rest of the city is here?
One of the great mysteries. I wish we had more time. There's so much to study here.
I mean, Verso could probably tell you more because he was alive back then. What do we have back here? Just some chroma. Okay. Hello there.
Ready.
I could start with immolation so that I can get, since they're weak to lightning, wait till next turn to then have the bonus damage. You two I know are weak to lightning. I don't know about you. Let's focus on you for damage. So you're on casting mask, which doesn't help us at the moment. Let's go with you.
The sweet taste of battle.
Now you're on agile, so we can do you. Excellent.
Dodge, Ciel.
Nope. It's that one. Just not quick enough to...
Ready to evade. Careful now.
Still want to do Dark Wave at some point. Let's have you do Thunderfall now, since you got the fire stain. Too early.
Time to bleed.
Not today. Ready.
Let's just do a basic attack.
Lightning, strike!
Yeah, still don't get to do Dark Wave because it just takes too long to build up the AP I need. Shame.
So, Monoko, what was life like before the fracture?
The world was smaller and cozier, livelier. There were many more of us Gestrels back then. The fracture tore our villages apart. Only a fraction of a fraction survived. Our forests are filled with Gestrels awaiting rebirth.
More indication of these beings that existed before the fracture. So the world before the fracture wasn't our world.
Ready. I see you now.
Take your shot. It's not on you. Take your shot. It's not on you.
Your turn, shine.
Take cover.
Alright, you're taking a lot of damage. Let's just finish you off.
Now's our chance. Lightning strike!
Really bad at timing those. Well, I can do Dark Wave now.
Death is a friend.
Cool.
What have we here?
Color of Lumina. Oh, kids' toys. Hello there. I have nothing but time, I suppose, to sit and think. Are you a spirit trapped in the Gamage? These days, I am just a man who sits and thinks. When she was young, she'd get sad thinking about mortality. When I asked her about her sadness, her answer surprised me. Are you talking about the Paintress? She paints. She wasn't scared of death itself. She was sad because there are more works of art than she'd ever be able to see in her lifetime. So many fables from around the world that she'd never be able to collect to bring to life in her workshop. All the beauty in the world she'd never get to experience. That saddened her. I encouraged them to believe that their dreams are within their grasp, but she proved me a liar. She did love to challenge me. Of all of them, she and I are the most alike. All of them? It's important to remember the ones we love, to keep them alive in our minds when they are far away, far, far away. Are you originally from Old Lumiere? I paint them so that I can remember them, remember their faces. Man's gone silent.
Doesn't that look like one of Esquier's stones?
Oh, yeah.
Let's bring him a gift. I was surprised you agreed so readily to Verso's plans.
He seems to be our best bet for now. We lack too much information.
Do you trust him?
I trust that he wants to reach the Paintress, so for now, our interests are aligned.
He has been helpful. Still, I have this feeling he's hiding something.
Minoko, how did you meet Verso?
I don't really remember. I feel like I've always known Verso.
You mentioned traveling with other expeditions.
Quite a few.
How many? What happened to them?
What happened to them?
Maybe ask Verso when we find him.
Yeah, okay. Finding them comes first. Any idea what this is?
I'm afraid not. This is my first time here as well.
Looks kind of like a giant person with their head down and their hair falling forward, like from that side angle.
They were the ones that Verso was traveling with.
I believe so. They made it surprisingly far. An axon. Interesting. Verso is... Is this true?
Mael's with him.
We need to go. Now!
Verso would never harm her.
Can you tell me what the journal says?
Can you stand? Minoko gets a bit carried away sometimes.
My back hurts, but I'm fine.
Good. The others are probably heading towards the center of the city. We'll rejoin them there.
Find treasures along the way.
Feels like home.
Yeah. Feels like home. You okay?
Monoko fits well in the disaster expedition, eh?
Yeah. It does. After you?
Speaking of home, where do you live in Lumiere?
Above a bakery near the center. Angelique's Boulangerie. I ate there every morning. I wonder if it's still there.
It's called Mathilde's now. When this is over, you should go and visit.
And that was the purple item I'd seen across the way that I wanted to get to before. It's this team that's got to get to it. It's letting me know that I can upgrade attributes, but I really can't. Because it's not this team that got the level. Ooh, journals. They said it was 58, so that's the journal entry that they found, but we can't look at it yet. Of course. Because they're intentionally hiding something about it that we as the player aren't supposed to know yet. Even though half of our team has figured it out. It looks like there's stuff over there. Nope, invisible walls. Not thrilled to be fighting with a smaller team.
Let's carve a path.
Do I have any abilities for D? I apparently don't. Which makes sense because my old weapons made sure I was C or higher always. Ooh, good kill.
Blades on me.
So where's the treasure?
There was treasure. Good stuff.
Ooh, journal.
Melanie, 5th of February. The Brigadiers are overdue from their mission to the monolith, and we've lost half our remaining fighting strength to these creatures and their relentless assault. All adults have taken up arms, but I'm a bookkeeper. What am I supposed to do? Count them before they slaughter us? We've hidden the children. At least they're warm and dry in the cellars, but rations are running low. Things are calmer now at the hospital, but that's because most die before we can get to them. I guess I'm living out of pure stubbornness at this point. Survival isn't really survival anymore. Everyone's so quiet lately. Afraid we'll draw attention. Sometimes I talk to myself just to hear another human voice. Trevor, you promised I could die before you. You promised. Melanie, 5th of February.
Oh. Journal from a civilian. Well, that was cool to find. Come on. Rather than just another journal from an expedition.
Let's carve a path.
They're weak to fire, which is useful to know.
Not impressed.
And then I tried to... It's hard to keep track of which attack pattern they're using.
Let's carve a path.
Oh, we did get a new weapon or an upgraded weapon, right? For Mael? Yeah. So currently you're using... On turn start, if stanceless, switch to defensive. So she just starts out in defense. And if we can level up one more, in defensive stance does double break damage. Versus you... Double gradient generation while in defensive stance. If stanceless, base attack switches to defensive stance. 487 damage versus 396. Sure. Almost forgot that we'd found another weapon for her. Oh, hi there. Can't do rain of fire? Oh. I mean, you're also not defenseless.
Incoming.
Finesse and grace. Flames, rain.
Ready to strike.
That'll kill you off before you get your turn, I think.
Get ready.
Flames. On me. We're a pretty good team. Verso? Verso?
Come on, Verso.
Where did he go?
Is she really by herself now?
So, where did you go? I need to find Lune and Ciel, quickly.
He's always ditching me and Monoko. He'll be back. You don't ditch an ally in this situation where you're missing part of the team. Like a situation this bad. It's real bad form to just suddenly bail without talking.
Perfect.
Like forcing her to just keep fighting by herself. Luckily they're weak to fire. Ah, mistimed that. Very uncool of Verso, yep. Hopefully he has some reasonable reason. But since the others read something in a journal that made them suddenly not trust him. Yeah. But he didn't attack us. He's abandoned us, which isn't good. But he's not trying to kill us himself. I don't want to fight three of you.
Flames. On me.
There you go.
Blades sharpened. Flames rain.
There you go. Excellent.
Great.
New Picto. Auto Rush. Apply Rush for 3 turns on battle start. I would not mind that. Oh dear. That was a miss. But we got it. Oh, just you by yourself. That's unusual. Not that, you know, Mael needs more experience, because I think she is the highest level of my party. And now we're forced to just keep fighting with just her. So she's just gonna acquire all the experience. Got enemies over there. Any treasure over here? Yes.
Nice. Flames on me. On me. The dance begins. Flames. Rain.
Excellent. Nearly another level up, but not quite. Right, and that's where we came from. Yeah. So we're now heading this way.
Think I'm close.
Think you're close to what? Well, that certainly looks like a thing. But yeah, the fact that the others found the journal right at the base of something important, and that journal apparently makes them think that Verso's going to betray Mael. Basically, a journal about betrayal right where a bunch of them died is just not good. Oh, over there. That must be the place.
Mana's intact. Why does it feel so familiar?
Is it the manor?
Know this place.
Well, let's rest. Just so you can get your health back up. I'm guessing this manor is the manor that we keep getting teleported to from various locations. And this is where it's actually physically resides. Well, before I go in the front door... Oh, hello. I missed you. wanted to check to see if I
Perfect.
make sure I find everything. Doesn't seem like there's anything else around here. We can't get through that gate.
I knew you'd open the door for her.
Really, Verso? This was your plan? How many times must you hurt our family?
No, you don't get to lecture me on family.
Why do you refuse to see I am doing this for us? Yet you insist on rushing toward death. You're trying to stop the wrong cycle.
You're doing this for yourself.
Of course. It's easier for you to think that, isn't it? Easier to betray us if I'm the villain.
So move. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
You haven't told her the truth. Have you, son?
Sorry we're late. We were busy doing a bit of reading. Were you planning on sharing that this man, the man who murdered our team, is your father?
Family is not my favorite topic. Right, can we talk about this later? I'd really like for you all to survive this.
Alright. We've gained like 2 levels since he
Spill some ink.
killed... Wow. Why am I forgetting his name? I feel terrible now. Gustav, there we go. Wow. We've only gained a couple levels since Gustav died, and we couldn't even hurt Renoir. So what's the plan now?
Flames on me.
Oh, we can actually do damage. That timing is challenging. Also, the fact that they don't give us a choice of who our party is at this moment. They just chose it for us because they just popped in mid-cutscene. It's not a bad party, it's just interesting I don't get the choice. Well, I was hoping for Rain of Fire, but you don't have the AP to pull it off.
You're outmatched.
A storm is coming.
I'm guessing you don't have any weaknesses.
Incoming. Won't help you this time.
Finesse and grace.
I'm not angry.
Oh. I'm trying to just guess basically what his attack patterns are going to be, and I'm failing at it completely. Not a basic attack. Oh, you are silenced. Right, basic attacks, I guess. I mean, I could shoot him, since we've got tons of AP. Right, and you do double attacks when you do basic attacks.
Danger!
It's like impossible to block. Okay, you're in offense. I guess Spark.
On me. Okay.
Should be fighting by the time we've lived.
Good.
Storm is coming.
We could have you do a gradient. High Earth to all, remove shields. Probably not you. Might be good to do some healing. We could also have Verso do the healing. Let's go Thunderfall. High physical damage, 5 hits. That's also not a bad one. That'll put you in Virtuose. Do I want to keep you... If you're still in Defensive, you can apply more burn. Yeah, we're going to Rain of Fire. Should be applying 10 burn?
Flames. Rain.
Yeah.
Get ready. Let's carve a path.
Okay, you just summoned. Let's do a perfect recovery on... You only do it on yourself? I thought that was a heal others. Also, you've got your gradient available. missed.
Might have.
Shame.
Chroma is flowing.
This is an attack to all, so it's not bad. Took out one of them. Let's have you do an aim shot here. Is that not a weak spot? Okay, it just looks like it. I'll have you do the healing then.
Danger!
You don't have a group attack either.
Let's carve a path.
You do. Didn't quite kill.
A storm is coming.
Didn't quite kill. Crippling tsunami.
Feel the storm.
There you go. Goodbye, Renoir. I'm certain it isn't actually a kill, though. Even though it shows kills in the bottom left. And a weapon leveled up, probably. You're looking very lively for someone we killed.
Everyone all right? Lurker?
Oh.
Locos. Broken.
Why can't you accept who you are?
Alicia move? Is that what he said? So she must be the one that has the ability to do this freeze time effect.
Will you tell me your name?
Where did it go? No, 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 no. Alicia. Fuck!
Well, if the Paintress's heart is in the manor, we found several doors that take us into the manor. Granted, we haven't run into any of them.
Glory. Thank you, mon ami.
Care to explain? Your father.
I don't think of him as my father anymore.
Still, why didn't you just tell us?
Because it's private. And it's painful and it's none of your business. I cut ties with him decades ago.
Lying by omission is still lying.
I've told you everything you need to know.
I'd rather make that determination for myself.
I think we can all understand where each other's coming from, right? He hasn't steered us wrong yet. But we're a team now. And we won't get very far if we don't trust each other.
Family's complicated.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles, your blind eyes on the dial, stripping off.
The stories say that Gestrels reincarnate. Is that true? Can you bring Noko back?
Partially. We can bring Noko back to life. But not all of Noko will return. It will be a different Noko. The one you knew is gone.
I'm so very sorry, my friend. And all for naught. The Paintress heart was in that manor, and now it's gone. We have no way to access the monolith.
Expedition 58 seemed to think you knew another way.
What?
We found 58 and their journals.
So that's how you... I wasn't hiding it. If that's what you're implying, it's a dead end.
Wait, what are you talking about?
There is someone else who can help us. Excuse me. Is it true? Can you make a weapon that can pierce the barrier? Do you need something from the Axons? Do you need their hearts?
Look, to create this weapon, he needs enormous amounts of pure chroma, which is way beyond what we can get from Nevrons. The only source are Axons, yes. But like I said, that's a dead end. It's impossible.
Why? What are Axons?
They're massive creatures living on islands around the monolith. They're much stronger and much more dangerous than Nevrons. I can't die, and I still couldn't take them down.
Yet we found the corpse of one in Old Lumiere, so it's possible.
I don't know how that one died. But I'm telling you, listen to me, please. Our chances of taking them down without you lot dying are close to zero.
Close, but not zero. Death is coming either way. And as expeditioners, if we die fighting.
Wonderful pep talk.
I know.
All right, if we're going to fight the Axons, then let's be smart about it.
What do you mean?
I've had a few rough encounters with the Axons. There are 3 located on islands around the monolith, and we need at least 2 hearts to get enough chroma. One lives on a mountain too high for us to reach, so that one's out. We should start with the one to the west of the monolith. It's already been weakened by previous expeditions, right?
Yeah, good idea. Maximize our chances.
Or we embrace the challenge and pick the one in the east.
I like your spirit.
Thank you.
Did you listen to what I just said?
Feel like Luna's attitude? She seems to be their driving force. Yeah. I get him not wanting to tell them that our primary enemy is his father. Because we already didn't fully trust him, and that would have not helped build trust. Yeah. Well, we've got 58 now.
Expedition 58, Delphine. The behemoth is such a marvel. It has a small city on its back that I really want to explore. But the others think it's too risky, too easy to get caught by the Nevs around here. Verso called this thing an Axon. Apparently they are incredibly powerful, with hearts of pure chroma, utterly unkillable. Except, clearly, something did. Verso and his father, Renoir, spent years trying to kill the Axons, hoping to forge their hearts into a weapon to break the barrier. But no dice. I bet the curator would love to get his hands on one of those hearts. He could easily forge such a weapon.
Okay. So, Renoir was trying to break the barrier back then. Because obviously that's the direction Verso's going. And it seems like Renoir has given up on trying to break the barrier. The barrier, I'm assuming, is the barrier talking about protecting the Paintress. So why was he trying to get to the Paintress? Or maybe he agreed with Verso's direction, but eventually gave up as impossible. And now he's just trying to stop anyone else from trying, for some reason. Well, we gained levels. still showing... Oh, right, because I didn't get CL. It's really odd that it always starts with Luna, who's in the middle of the group, rather than starting just on the left side. And then skills. I think I was working you down to here. To get there. I don't know that I'm actually going to use this one, but I'll unlock it.
All these years and you've never defeated an Axon?
They're kind of tough.
And do you think our chances are close to zero?
I didn't think you cared about odds.
Lune and I have less than a year. But Mael's different.
Spend time with CL, yes.
Story time?
Let me think.
Come on. You've been alive for over 60 years. You must have tons of stories.
400 years, actually, so it's hard to choose.
Over 100 years, actually. So, it's hard to choose.
You're 100 years old and so indecisive?
All right. Let me think.
You wonder if the glowing swords belong to the Axums. There's an interesting question. Could be. Except it seems like they're pretty rare, and the glowing swords are pretty common, so maybe not. Alright, gonna share something really dark with you. I don't think he'd want to share something deeply personal.
Okay. I'm gonna share something really dark with you.
Oh, I'm so intrigued.
It's about my hair.
Your hair? That's a bit literal on the dark and personal.
Hey, I'm sharing a heartfelt secret here. Do you want the story or not?
Please, do share.
Sometime after the fracture, my hair turned completely white, like an old man. Luckily, the Gestural village has a hairstylist quite skilled in color treatments.
Lucky.
But he's always napping when I get there, and his apprentice always mucks things up. I'm lucky my hair's not purple this time.
Purple could be fun.
So, your turn.
That was hardly dark or personal.
White hair? Old man, I'm revealing myself here.
Dark and personal, yep.
All you've revealed is that you're vain, and that you're really bad at making appointments.
Vain? Hey, I'm not the one with all the bracelets and rings.
Actually, my students made these bracelets for me, to remember them by. Because chances are we'll never see each other again.
Not necessarily.
I'm an optimist, but I'm also a realist. My youngest student is 6. Her parents will gommage when she's 12, and she herself won't live past 21.
It's so rough.
Her parents did the maths. They'll have 12 years as a family, and she'll experience 21 years of life. These are the choices we get to make. The earlier you have children, the more time you get to share with them, the more life they'll get to live. And every year you wait...
You're shortening your child's life.
Oh, that is a brutal way to look at it, but true.
Precisely.
You don't have any children, though.
No, I don't, but I have my students. One of my friends, Sophie, said it best. She said she loves her children so much, the best thing she could do for them is not to have them. See? Dark and personal.
Yeah, you've set the bar high.
Come back with a better story next time.
Though Verso's story was rather lacking, Ciel appreciates Verso slightly more than before. The Level 2. Seal and Verso spend a bit too long teasing each other before going back to the others.
Lune. Okay. We'll, talk later then.
You want to spend time with Lune? Yes. Lune stands by the fire, deep in thought. Verso tries to get her attention. Not trying very hard. Do you like dogs? Do you like cats? Do you like cats?
Do you like cats?
What?
Do you like cats?
I think you've spent too much time alone. You've forgotten how to start a human conversation.
I just have this feeling you're a cat person.
Well, you're wrong. I did have a dog named Pat, though.
Interesting name. You named your dog Paw. That's like if my parents named me Foot.
You named your dog Paw? That's like if my parents named me Foot.
My sister named him when we were kids. Stella. She was a gifted artist. And fiery. She definitely made the most of the time she had.
Were you close?
Were you close?
When we were younger, I guess. But my brother and sister had their own lives. They didn't care about my parents' research.
Doesn't seem fair.
No. I'm glad they got to live. Sol was a great older brother. That's actually how I met Gustav. Sol was dating his sister.
So, you knew Gustav for quite a while then?
That's an awful lot of personal questions.
It is, isn't it? All right, we can talk about me again if you want.
How generous of you.
Ask away. I'm being sincere. Go ahead, ask me anything you want. We've got all night.
Remember, you offered.
He's offered to let you ask. He did not promise to answer.
Do you like monkeys?
Oh, come on.
Verso and Lune enjoy a moment together. Lune is in such a good mood that she forgets to ask Verso other important questions, which Verso takes note of. 3? Yeah, level 3. I still don't know what these relationship levels do. They have a bit more fun together before heading back to camp.
Ready for the axons? Of course you are.
Spend time with Mael? Of course. Verso approaches Mael, who is alone by the lake.
What was it like for you, growing up in Lumiere?
Aside from being a sad and lonely orphan, it was great. Although technically, everyone in Lumiere is an orphan.
How old were you when your parents passed away?
Around 3, I guess. Yeah. I was an unwelcome surprise.
Oh.
They never wanted kids. And they definitely didn't want one right before their gommage.
Your arrival must have caused quite a bit of concern. Must have sucked both for you and them.
Yeah. Your arrival must have caused quite a bit of concern.
Panic's probably a better word. Then they died. And I bounced around from family to family. I can't even remember all of them. I was kind of a weird kid, I guess.
So was I.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was obsessed with my piano and my paint set.
I was a bit more severe than that. I used to have lots of nightmares and talk to myself. Kept running away from home all the time.
Nah, if that's weird, then we're all weird. Actually, I kind of think everyone's a weird kid in someone's eyes.
So back in the day, she used to have nightmares regularly, and she's been having those couple of nightmares here in camp as well. The nightmares in camp we know are about Verso's people. Expedition 0 people. Wonder if they were when she was a kid as well.
Well, I was a weird kid in everyone's eyes.
Even Gustav's.
Kind of. It's why he and his sister took me in. Nobody else wanted me. But I guess Gustav and Emma used to be weird kids too. So they liked me.
See? Everyone's weird.
Something you liked about Lumiere. What did you do in Lumiere? What did you like?
What's something you liked about Lumiere?
Wandering around the buildings. Nobody wanted me for any of the fancy apprenticeships. So I got stuck as a runner for the warehouses. But that turned out to be kind of nice. I got to go everywhere in the city. I probably know the place better than anyone.
Yeah? What was your favorite place?
The Hanging Gardens. Me and Gustav used to go up there a lot. Do you miss Lumiere?
Yeah. I do. Not just the place, but everything about that time. The festivals, the gardens, dancing the night away on the harbour. Before... well, all this. That home is gone. Not just the place, but also the people.
You have us now?
Yeah. And you've got me. So, you want to dance the night away?
Maybe us, Ciel.
Mael starts to open up to Verso. She feels more comfortable with him. As does Verso with Mael. Mael and Verso spend some time reminiscing about the past. Then they head back to the others. I wonder why Ciel is behind the rest in relationship rank.
I'm sorry, mon vieux. We'll bring Noko back.
I know.
I'm ready. Just say the word.
When the time is right. After we've settled this.
Spend time with Monoko? Yes. Verso approaches Monoko, who is carefully cleaning his Neveron legs.
Polishing your collection of Nev legs?
Yes. Aren't they beautiful?
Beautiful is a word that one could use. Yes, I too find the legs of our enemies to be beautiful. It's a word that could be used.
Beautiful is a word that one could use.
Your lack of enthusiasm is disappointing.
Why do you need to polish them anyway?
A warrior must be prepared for battle. And battle is just as much mental as physical.
Mental, eh?
Imagine you're a Nevron, and you see me. Charging toward you. Brandishing the well-polished and gleaming leg of one of your brethren. Think of the intimidation.
True. I wouldn't want to battle anyone who's using your hairy foot as a club. Not for the smell and the intimidation.
And then I transform into one of them. Ha! Intimidation and confusion. From that alone, the battle is already won. The rest is mere cleanup.
Funny, it doesn't seem to work for you against the Stellax, does it? You're right, I feel thoroughly intimidated.
Funny. Doesn't seem to work for you against Stalags, does it?
Stalacts are too stupid to realize they should be intimidated and confused.
Right. Definitely not because you're afraid of them.
Pah! Me? I fear no Nevron. Least of all a Stalact.
Perfect. In that case, want to go intimidate some Stalacts? We've got some time to kill.
Yes. Well, that would definitely be quite exhilarating. But maybe later. I really need to finish polishing all these legs. I've still got 20 more to go.
I've missed you. All right then. Come on, move over and hand me an extra cloth. Let's get these legs shining so bright they blind our enemies and send them screaming.
As they polish the Neveron leg, Monoko exuberantly bellows a war chant and bullies Verso into singing along. They sing together with great gusto. Luna comes over to shush them, but ends up joining the polishing effort. It takes a while, but they finally finish and head back to the others.
I'm mad.
Are you?
Esky,
I'm stinking mad.
about Noko.
That was mean. I thought he cared. Renoir's not being Renoir.
He's not. I know, buddy. I'm mad too.
So it sounds like Renoir, given that he was working with Expedition 58, with Verso, sounds like he used to be of a different mindset than he is now. Spend time with Eskie, yes.
She reminds me of someone.
Mael or Ciel? Mael?
Who? Mael?
Have I met her before?
Well, you also thought you knew Ciel.
But he knew things about Ciel that actually matched what Ciel's life. So even though they don't know each other, they kind of do.
Oh, but I do. Wait, don't I?
Yeah. You're the one who says all humans seem the same to you. Sometimes I feel like you know everyone. Yeah, do you know everyone?
Sometimes I feel like you know everyone.
Oh well, that's because you're all cousins. Same, but different.
Right, so, maybe it's that.
I don't think so.
Yes. Just like Verso is Verso's cousin. Mael is Mael's cousin. Yes, that's it.
Maybe not.
You're so very wise.
Yep, Verso the Wise. You know, that almost makes sense to me. Verso the Wise.
Yep. Verso the Wise.
Oh, great name. Oh, can I be Eskie the Great? No, wait. How about Eskie the Brave? Oh, no. Eskie the Great is better.
You're just a big ball of nonsense sometimes, aren't you?
That's why we're best friends.
Eskie and Verso have fun talking to each other a bit more. Their bond grows. They talk a bit more nonsense before going back to the others. Check on the others.
So, the masked person with Renoir, that's your sister? Not a hard leap to make.
Her name's Alicia.
What's wrong with her? She wears a mask all the time, she never talks, and she's always staring.
She was trapped in a fire a long time ago. Damaged her face and her throat, so, yeah.
Living forever, but you have the damage you had beforehand. So you're just stuck permanently with a damaged face and throat.
Why did they come to see me?
I don't know. That surprised me when he told me.
I'm guessing that's a lie, and you do know.
She helped me before. I thought she'd help me again, but it seems she's chosen a different side. Family is complicated, right?
Yeah.
Do you want the armband back?
What?
I feel like a fraud wearing it, given, you know.
Wear it anyway. You said you chose your side, right?
It's nice. Accepting him even though he's Renoir's son, but Miles still willing to accept him.
I did. You're not upset with me.
Strangely, no. I hate secrets, but Gustav always gave people the benefit of the doubt. And your actions are what matters. I trust you.
He still hasn't explained why he disappeared while you guys were exploring together. That's what I want to know.
Thanks.
Oh, no, that was probably so that if Renoir was watching Miles approach, he wouldn't see Verso there, so that he could try and rush the door. Makes sense, because we know when they got to the manor, and Miles tried to approach and they opened the door, then he charged through. Attempted to charge in. Write in the journal. Miles finds a spot where she can write. She spends some time writing into Gustav's journal to honor his memory. She writes about Old Lumiere and how their city was actually transported from the continent to the ocean. She hopes Gustav's apprentices will read this journal someday. And heads back. Let's go to sleep. SK ability unlocked. Yeah, what's the new swim through coral reefs? Expedition escape. SK can now take you to the continent from any expedition flag. Kinda love that there are so many new questions for us to ponder as we journey on. Yeah. Because they don't try and give us all the information at any point. So, yeah, we've got coral reefs around. So we've got Visages, Cyrene. I guess those are our two goals. And they recommended, I believe, this one because it's injured. I guess this area we're in we haven't explored yet. Which is just outside the crater. There's no loot over here? Oh, we are really close to the Paintress. Just looking over there, she does not seem to be that far away. She's also huge. I mean, she's supposed to be here. But it feels like she's just barely... I guess she is past... Assuming those are the two islands we're looking at on our map. She is past them. Just seeing how big she is, it feels like she's close. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this stream here, because we're basically at that time. And next time we will head out, probably trying to make our way to this Axon to be able to forge a weapon to break the barrier on the Paintress. Thank you all for watching.
Time for a swim.
Yeah, we can break the corals. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time when we head farther on. Bye.